Okay, children, now we continue further with our exercise 7.2. We have reached question 17. So, question 17 is I is equal to integral x upon e raised to x square. And in this question, exercise, to make our integration very simple, we are always substituting one term so that we can easily integrate. So, here we will say let x square, the power of e, I'll say let x square is equal to t. So when I differentiate, what it will become? X square ka differentiation will become 2x. So 2x into dx is equal to dt. So now let's go back to my question, how it appears. So I is equal to integral this x into dx, x multiplied by dx. The value I am going to get it from here. What I can do is, for easy convenient substitution, I'll write this 2x dx it was, no? I'll write it as x into dx is equal to this dt, and this 2 which was here, I cross multiply it down. So I write it as dt upon 2. So x dx. Now let's go to my question back. X into dx. So x into dx, I am going to take it as dt upon 2. So this question I'll take it as dt upon 2. X into dx, I took it as dt upon 2. Now my other term, 1 upon e raised to, it was x ka square, but I have taken x square as t. So my question will appear as integral 1 upon e raised to t into dt. Now 1 upon 2 is a constant. So 1 upon 2 comes outside, and integral. Never I integrate with my denominator. So I bring e raised to t from the denominator to the numerator. So it becomes e raised to minus t. E raised to minus t into dt. So what would be the answer for differentiation? Sorry, integration. That is 1 upon 2 was a constant. E raised to minus t ka integration will be e raised to minus t only. Now, during differentiation also, what did we used to do? We used to differentiate that term again. So if I differentiate minus t again, the answer would be minus 1. So over here, upon minus 1 over here, that would be upon minus 1 and plus c. So therefore my answer would be minus 1 half e raised to minus t, e raised to minus t. So now, and then plus c. But my original question did not contain t. So I have to resubstitute the value. So that is minus. Over here I have e raised to minus t it was. Now this e raised to minus t, but t I have only substitution for t. So that is e raised to, that is instead of t I write x ka square and plus c. But if I further want to simplify, I do not want the negative power of it. I'll write minus, then 1 and upon 2 was there only. This e raised to x square in the numerator, if it comes to the denominator, it becomes e raised to plus x square and plus the constant of integration c. Okay, so we finished integrating. Let's go to the next question. So we go to question number 18. Question 18, I have it as, question number 18 is I is equal to integral e raised to tan inverse of x the whole upon 1 plus x ka square, 1 plus x ka square and dx. Okay, this is my question. Now further I wish to simplify, so I have to undergo some substitution, so my integration becomes very easy. So I'll say let now some substitution. So I'll say let tan inverse of x, let tan inverse of x be equal to the term t. Tan inverse of x, I told it as t. So now after my substitution, I differentiate both the sides. So differentiating this tan inverse of x, So what is differentiation of tan inverse of x? Differentiation of tan inverse of x is 1 plus x ka square. So tan inverse x differentiation is 1 upon 1 plus x square into dx is equal to dt. So now let me see how my question appears. So I have I is equal to integral e raised to this tan inverse of x. I have taken it as t. So e raised to t and 1 upon this term I have into dx. I have taken it as dt. So now my question looks like e raised to t into dt. That is very simple. Integration of e raised to t is e raised to t only, right? So therefore I have integration as e raised to t and plus c. Now t was not there originally in my question, so I have to resubstitute my value and that becomes e raised to t was what? Tan inverse of x. T was what? Tan inverse of x. So I resubstituted the value of t and my integration is now over. Now I go to the next question, that is question number 19. 19 I have I is equal to integral. Now here the question says e raised to 2x minus 1 and upon e raised to 2x and plus 1 and into dx. Now substitution has to be done, but before that I want to still simplify, because one of my term has to go as a dx term, and if I differentiate e raised to 2x it will become 2 into e raised to 2x, and therefore the whole thing, the numerator, full numerator is not getting substituted. So I have to look for some another thing, and what I do is every term in my question I divide by e raised to x. So I had e raised to 2x. I divide it by e raised to x. Then I have minus, I have 1. That also I divide by e raised to x. Then in the denominator, I have e raised to 2x. I again divide by e raised to x. Then plus this 1. So 1 also upon e raised to x and dx. So what did I do? Each and every term in my question, I divided it by e raised to x. So further simplified form, how does it look? This e raised to plus x, if it goes to the numerator from the denominator, it becomes e raised to minus x. So what will happen over here? E raised to this 2x and minus x. So that will become only e raised to x. Then minus this e raised to plus x goes to the numerator. So it will become e raised to minus x. The whole thing upon. Again over here, this e raised to plus x from the denominator, if it goes to the numerator, it will become minus x. So it will become e raised to 2x minus x. So 2x minus x is going to be x. So e raised to x and plus e raised to minus x and dx. Now I somehow simplified, and now just think, if I differentiate e raised to x, what would be the answer? It would be e raised to x. If I differentiate e raised to minus x, the answer would be minus e raised to x. That means if I put this whole term in the denominator as a t term, then this full term in the numerator into dx will become the dt term. So let's further do the substitution. So now I'll write, therefore I'll say let e raised to, let e raised to x and plus e raised to minus x. Let this full bracket in the denominator be equal to the term t. So now what will happen if I keep it equal to t? I have to differentiate after substituting. मैं जो substitution तय करती हूँ, now I have to differentiate. तो e raised to x का differentiation will be e raised to x. E raised to minus x का differentiation will be minus of e raised to minus x. It will be minus of e raised to minus x into dx, and that is equal to dt. So what does my question now look like? It looks like I is equal to integral. This full thing was there in the numerator, so that will become dt, and upon this full thing was there in the denominator, so it will become t. So therefore now my question is 1 upon t into dt, which is very simple. I know that it is log of modulus of t and plus c. So that is equal to, my original question did not have t, so I have to resubstitute the value of t. What was my value of t? My value of t was e raised to x and plus e raised to minus x. This was my t and plus c. So let's move to the next question. So we move to the next question, that is, I move on to the next question, that is question number 20, and let me see, that is I is equal to integral, and it is e raised to 2x minus e raised to minus 2x and the whole thing upon e raised to 2x and plus e raised to minus 2x and dx. Okay, this is my next question. Here it is very simple. If this term which is there in the denominator, if I choose that term as t, I say let e raised to 2x plus e raised to minus 2x, this term, full term in the denominator, I'll say suppose it was equal to t. So what will happen if I differentiate? e raised to 2x का डिफरेंशिएशन क्या होगा? e raised to 2x का e raised to 2x. लेकिन चेन रूल कहता है if it is not simple x in the denominator, differentiate 2x again. So what is differentiation of 2x? Differentiation of 2x is 2. Then again I go to the next term, e raised to minus 2x. So e raised to minus 2x का differentiation will be e raised to minus 2x. But by chain rule, I have to differentiate minus 2x again. If I differentiate minus 2x again, the differentiation answer is minus 2. So minus 2, this whole thing and into dx is equal to dt. If I remove the 2 term common, so I'll have e raised to 2x minus e raised to minus 2x into dx, and that will be equal to dt. So now I have e raised to 2x minus e raised to minus 2x into dx is equal to, this 2 I cross multiply down and it becomes dt upon 2. So now let me see how my question looks like. So my question I will look like what I had in the numerator, this numerator term into dx, I have taken it as dt upon 2. So therefore it becomes integral. I have denominator term, I took it as t, and the dt term became dt upon 2. That upon 2 I take it outside, so that becomes 1 upon 2 integral 1 upon t into dt. So that is 1 upon 2 is a constant, and integration of 1 upon t is going to be log of modulus of t and then plus c. Now that is equals to 1/2 log of, my original question did not have t, so I have to resubstitute the value of t, and I had taken e raised to 2x and plus e raised to minus 2x. I had taken it as t, so instead of t I replaced the value of t and then plus c. So this was it. Now let's go to the next question. So we move to the next question, that is question number 21. I have I is equal to integral, I have tan square of 2x minus 3. Now I don't have any formula for integration of tan square. So I use here one substitution for that. I knew that tan squared theta was equal to sec squared theta minus 1. I had tan squared theta was sec squared theta minus 1. So the same type of substitution I am going to do it here also. I'll write integral. Now instead of this tan squared I'll write sec squared. जो भी मेरा theta है I'll copy the theta, that is sec squared 2x minus 3 into that is going to 2x minus 3 and minus 1. So now I can separate my integral also, dx minus integral of 1 into dx. So what did I write? I wrote, instead of tan square I wrote sec squared minus 1. So tan squared, the theta was 2x minus 1. So that is sec squared of 2x minus 3. Tan squared of 2x minus 3, so sec squared of 2x minus 3 into dx, and sec squared theta minus 1, so integral 1 dx. Now I know that integration of sec squared is tan. So integration of sec squared theta is tan theta. So tan of 2x minus 3. Tan of 2x minus 3. If by chain rule I had differentiated 2x minus 3, तो the answer 3 का तो डिफ्रेंसिएशन 0 आता, 2x का डिफ्रेंसिएशन आता 2. तो अगर डिफ्रेंसिएशन कर रहे हो तो चेन रूल से इनटू द वैल्यू करते हैं, एंड इफ यू आर इंटीग्रेटिंग यू डू इट अपॉन दैट वैल्यू, सो दैट इज अपॉन 2. यू कैन ऑल्सो डू बाय सब्सटीट्यूशन मेथड, दैट इज यू विल से दिस होल थिंग एज t and therefore you will get this as dt. It will become sec squared t, that will become tan t, and that dt upon 2, so that 2 will appear over here. By any method you follow, the answer will be same. And minus integral 1 dx. Integral 1 dx is going to be x and plus c. So this is my value for integration. This is my value for integration. Now I go to the next question, that is question number 22. I go to the next question, that is question number 22. So next question is I is equal to integral, it is sec squared of 7 minus 4x into dx. Now I can do by both the method. Substitution में ये ब्रैकेट को substitution t डालूंगी, या फिर मुझे ऐसा पता होना चाहिए कि sec squared का इंटीग्रेशन इज गोइंग टू बी tan. तो tan ऑफ 7 माइनस 4x, एंड ब्रैकेट को अगर आप दोबारा से डिफ्रेंशिएट करते हो तो आंसर आएगा 7 का डिफ्रेंशिएशन इज 0, माइनस 4x का डिफ्रेंशिएशन इज माइनस 4, तो देयरफॉर अपॉन माइनस 4. डिफ्रेंशिएशन होता है तो इंटू माइनस 4 करते हैं, और इंटीग्रेशन होता है तो अपॉन द डिफ्रेंशिएटेड ब्रैकेट का जो आंसर होता है वो, एंड प्लस सी. सपोज आप ऐसा नहीं करना चाहते हो तो यू कैन ऑल्सो गो बाय द सब्सटीट्यूशन मेथड. अगर आपको इसको t बोलोगे तो डिफ्रेंशिएट द वैल्यू, तो माइनस 4 dx इज इक्वल टू dt, तो dx इज इक्वल्स टू dt अपॉन माइनस 4, एंड देन सेक स्क्वायर t का हो जाएगा tan t, एंड अपॉन माइनस 4 वॉज ऑलरेडी देयर. तो एनी मेथड यू कैन फॉलो. नाउ यू गो टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, दैट इज क्वेश्चन नंबर 23. So question 23 is I is equal to integral, I have sine inverse of x and upon under root of 1 minus x square into dx. So very simple. Looking at the question, I know that my substitution is going to be, I'll say let sine inverse of x, I'll say that let it be equal to the term t. Suppose sine inverse of x is equal to t. Now differentiate both the sides. So differentiation of sine inverse of x is going to be 1 upon under root of 1 minus x square. So differentiation of sine inverse x is 1 upon under root of 1 minus x square into dx is equals to dt. So let me see how my question now appears. So I get integral over here, instead of sine inverse of x, I write it as t, and dx upon under root of 1 minus x square, this I wrote it as dt. So now what is the differentiation value for t? I know it is very simple. So that is going to be t square upon 2. Power will increase by 1. तो nothing means power is 1. तो 1 को +1 करेंगे तो t स्क्वायर और जो भी पावर आता है सेम थिंग ओवर डाउन एंड प्लस दैट इज कांस्टेंट ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन. माय ओरिजिनल क्वेश्चन डिड नॉट हैव t, तो आई हैव टू रीसब्स्टिट्यूट द वैल्यू ऑफ t एंड आई हैड टेकन t एज साइन इनवर्स ऑफ x. तो साइन इनवर्स ऑफ x का t का होल स्क्वायर था, तो साइन इनवर्स ऑफ x का होल स्क्वायर अपॉन 2 एंड प्लस c. So this is what I got after integration. Now let me go to the next question, that is question number 24. Question 24 says I is equal to integral, it is 2 cos x minus 3 sin x and the whole thing upon, it is 6 cos x plus 4 sin x and dx. Now I see 2 common in the denominator. So from the beginning I remove that 2 common and I have integral. I have 2 cos x minus 3 sin x, the whole thing upon. Now I have removed 2 common. So this is going to be 3 cos x and 2 sin x. So it will appear like this way, that is going to be 2 sin x plus 3 into cos of x. So I will get it as, I removed 3 common. So this is 3 cos x and this is 2 sin x, okay, and dx. Now let me see what I should substitute. So I think of substituting the denominator. So I say let 2 sin x and plus 3 cos x, that is the denominator. I say suppose it is equal to t. Now let's differentiate. 2 is a constant. Sin x ka differentiation is going to be cos x, plus 3 is a constant. Cos x ka differentiation will be minus sin x. So what will happen here? It will be minus sine of x and the whole thing into dx is equal to dt. This is exactly same thing which you have it in your numerator. This is exactly the same thing in your numerator. So my question becomes, I is equal to 1 upon 2 was outside, integral, the denominator I have taken it as t and numerator into dx is become dt. So therefore I have over here 1/2 was a constant, integral 1 upon t. Integral 1 upon t is going to be log of modulus of t and plus c. Now last May I resubstitute the value. So I have 1 upon t. I have log of modulus of t. But I've substitute my value of t. My value of t was 2 sine of x and plus 3 cos of x and close the modulus sign and plus the constant of integration c. So here we are over with the 24th question. Let's go to the next question. So we move on to the 25th question. So let us see the next question, that is 25th question. 25th question is I is equal to I am having integral 1 upon, I have cos squared of x in the bracket 1 minus tan of x, the bracket ka whole square and into dx. So whenever mostly brackets are there, we go for the substitution of the brackets. So I say let this 1 minus tan of x as some substitution t. So now let me differentiate after I decide to substitute. So I decide to substitute, 1 ka differentiation will be 0. माइनस साइन इज देयर जस्ट लाइक दैट, एंड tan x का डिफरेंशिएशन होता है sec squared x into dx and that is equal to dt. This minus sign I transfer it to the other side. तो माइनस साइन आई ट्रांसफर इट टू द अदर साइड, तो आई राइट इट एज माइनस डी टी, आई राइट इट एज माइनस डी टी, एंड दिस सेक स्क्वायर्ड आई राइट इट एज 1 अपॉन कॉस स्क्वायर्ड ऑफ एक्स एंड डी एक्स. तो sec is the reciprocal of cos. So instead of sec square I wrote 1 upon cos square into dx, and this minus sign I transferred it over here. Now I look back to my question. My question has 1 upon cos squared into dx, which I am going to write it as dt. So write my integral, this 1 upon cos squared into dx is going to be minus dt. The minus sign I'll write it in the front, and I'll put the dt term over here, and this 1 upon 1 minus tan x का जो bracket है I have written it as t, but bracket का square है, तो therefore I have t का square. तो therefore this becomes minus integral t square, from the denominator it goes to the numerator, the power becomes negative, so t raised to minus 2 and dt. So now when I try to integrate that, this minus sign बाहर जो थी same as it is, t raised to, the power increases by 1 after integration, तो minus 2 and plus 1, तो minus 2 and plus 1 will become minus 1 and upon minus 1 and plus c, तो this minus into minus will become plus, and t raised to minus 1 को अगर positive power चाहिए तो bring t to the denominator, from numerator when it comes to the denominator the power will become positive, तो 1 upon t and plus c. But originally my question was not t, so I resubstitute the value of t, so I have 1 minus tan of x, this I had taken it as t, so 1 upon 1 minus tan x and plus the constant c. Go to the next question, that is question number 26. So question 26 which I am having is integral cos of root x into dx and upon, that is root of x. तो दिस इज सो वेरी सिंपल, रूट एक्स दिख रहा है, तो वील से सब्सटीट्यूशन के अंदर वील से लेट रूट ऑफ एक्स इज इक्वल टू टी. तो डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफ रूट एक्स इज गोइंग टू बी 1 अपॉन 2 रूट एक्स. तो डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफ रूट एक्स इज 1 अपॉन 2 रूट एक्स इंटू डी एक्स इज इक्वल टू डी टी. दिस 2 you cross multiply with dt, तो I have 1 upon root x into dx is equal to 2 dt, is equals to 2 dt. So now when I look at my question back, I have integral cos of, my question had this root x, I had told it as t, so now I'll write root x की जगह पे t, and 1 upon root x dx is going to be dt. So my question becomes so simple like this, integration of cos. Now integration of cos is going to be plus sin t and plus the constant of integration c. Original question did not contain t, so I have to resubstitute the value of t. So sine of under root of x and plus c is your term over there. One more question we'll do, that is question number 27. So let us see question 27. I have I is equal to integral under root of sine of, it is 2x, under root of sine of 2x into cos of 2x into cos of 2x into dx. So मोस्टली व्हेन वी ट्राई टू सब्सटीट्यूट, अंडर रूट के अंदर जो होता है मोस्टली हम उसी को सब्सटीट्यूट करते हैं. लेट अस ट्राई डूइंग दैट. सो वी हैव पुट साइन ऑफ 2x इज इक्वल टू t. नाउ डिफरेंशिएट साइन, तो साइन का डिफरेंशिएशन होता है cos, तो वी हैव cos 2x. चेन रूल अप्लाई करेंगे तो 2x को दोबारा से डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे, तो 2x का डिफरेंशिएशन आ जाएगा 2. So we have 2 cos of 2x into dx is equal to dt. So this means cos of 2x into dx is equal to this 2 you cross multiply down. So you have dt upon 2. Let me see back how my question appears. I is equal to, I have integral, it was under root of sine 2x. But my sine 2x is t. So I have under root of t and cos of 2x dx जो था क्वेश्चन में that was dt upon 2. So into dt upon 2, that upon 2 I take it outside, so that is 1/2. So that is 1/2. Now I have 1/2 integral. Under root of t means t raised to half and dt. So that becomes 1/2. t raised to half को इंटीग्रेट करेंगे तो पावर विल इंक्रीज बाय 1. तो 1/2 plus 1. So that will be 3/2 and the whole upon 3/2 and plus c the constant. So therefore that becomes equals to, I had 1/2 into 3/2, it will become 2/3 and into t raised to 3/2 and plus c. 2 gets cancelled and I have 1/3. My original question was not t, so I resubstitute the value of t. T ka value was sine of 2x. So sine of 2x to the power 3/2 and plus c. So this ends with the today's class. We'll see you in the next class. Thank you, children.